Okay, so this is the third example in combinations. We did the first two. So this is on page 184. It talks about combinations from two different sets. Okay, and down the bottom of page 184, I'm going to get you to read that, but the example should explain it. So there's a panel of 4 men and 3 women. So they want a panel of 4 men and 3 women, and they want to be selected from 7 men and 5 women. So in this case, the 4 men can only be selected from the 7 men, obviously. Alright, so that means that there's 7 men and we want to pick 4 of them. And how do we come up with all the combinations of that? We do 7C4. In how many ways can I pick 4 men from 7 men? And we get our calculators out. Just have a look for mine. And we do 7 shift C4 equals 35. So there's 35 ways of picking 4 men from 7. And then the women. We want to pick 3 women from 5. So it's 5C3. So it's 5 shift C. And again, if you've got a different calculator, make sure you can do it. If you can't, either ask, well, look it up first of all because it's a different calculator. And then if you can't find it, have it ask me and I'll try and look it up for you. So 5C3, 10. So there's 10 ways of picking 3 women from 5 women. Okay, remember, it doesn't matter the order in combinations because it doesn't matter which order you pick these people. It's just that you want 4 from 7 and 3 from 5. So you want this and this to happen, 10 and thing, so we multiply. So 35 by 10 is equal to 350. So there's 350 different combinations altogether. So you literally treat them separately and multiply the answers if you want both of them to happen. Okay, 350 ways. The next one this is a bit of more trickier question. A committee of 6. So we're making a committee of 6 out of students and teachers. There's 5 teachers that have volunteered to do it and 8 students. The only rule for the committee is that there has to be more teachers. So there's a few different scenarios this can happen. So the first scenario is that there can't be 3 and 3. Okay, if you think of it, there can't be 3 and 3 because there's not more teachers. So there's 2 scenarios. So there's 4 teachers and two students. Sorry, I'll do this in black pen. So let's go 4 teachers and 2 students. This is the first scenario, 4 teachers and 2 students. Because there's more teachers. Again, we couldn't do 3 and 3, so 4 teachers. So that means we're going to pick 4 teachers from the 5. So it's 5C4. And then the other thing is we're going to pick 2 students from 8 students. 8C2. So we do both those in the calculator. Now, you've been doing these a bit, so you'll probably notice that 5 shift C4 is equal to 5. Anything that's just one less is going to be that number. So 5C4 is 5. And 8 shift C2 equals 28. So we want both of those things to happen. So 5 times 28 is 140. So there are 140 ways of picking it if we have 4 teachers and 2 students. However, there's another way we could do it. We could do it that way, or we could do it where there's 5 teachers and 1 student. And that would be, we'd have to pick all 5 of the teachers, 5C5, and there's only one way of doing that. I don't need to go to my calculator, you can if you want. But if I have 5 teachers and I want to pick all 5 of them, I can only do it by picking all 5 of them. So there's only one way of doing that. And then students, I want 8 students. And I want to pick just one of them. And again, I don't need to go to my calculator for that. If I want to pick one student from 8, there's only 8 different ways I could do that. The first student, second student, third student, fourth student, and fifth student. So there's 8 ways of doing that. And I know altogether, between that, there's 1 times 8 is 8 ways of doing that combination. Now, we can't have 6 teachers and 0 students because it says the committee has to be made up of teachers and students. So we can either have this way or this way, and we want one or the other. We don't mind, we add them. So 140 plus 8, there's 148 different ways that we can make a committee of 6 with more teachers than students. Okay, 148. Any questions, please ask. There was some questions. I might do out some video solutions if you need any help, because obviously there's not much working out in these. It's about knowing which numbers to pick, and which different combinations you can choose. And again, it's not really done, a lot of it done out in paper, so if you need any help, please ask. I'll do out some written solutions, or if need be, I'll do some video solutions.